There we go. Oh. Hello, and welcome to another inciting installment of Lyttle Dangerous Benign with me, your host and co-pilot, Commander Jack Little. Yes. Well, here we are on the surface of some sort of planet or other, I believe. Yes, definitely streaming. Oh, MC, hello there. Hello. Ooh, how now, I say. So, yes, sorry about that slight hiccup at the start. Pressed the wrong button. They shouldn't put the transition button so close to the stop stream button, should they? Little joke there for anyone familiar with OBS. These buttons are very far apart. Indeed. Right, so, move the camera there. Let's get back in the cockpit. There we go. So, where did we leave off on our last thrilling adventure? We left off with, I think, yes, I think I can sell some gold. With a belly full of titanium. That's where we left things. Oh yes, I've something else I've not done, which isn't a problem just yet, but might be. Oh, there we go. Just take the old game volume down a little. There we go. Oh, there we go. Gold there in celebration of our recent win at the Cold Olympics. Greetings, Shrike. Oh, Seven, sir. How now? Hope you're warmly ensconced in the family hearth. No, hang on, that might mean you're on fire. But anyway, you get the drift, don't you? Yes. Now, oh dear. Because I've sold the gold, I've got a slot free for one more ton of titanium. Yes. So, with that in mind, oh dear. Oh yes, no, that was me earlier. Ignore that. That was for a thing. Mm-hmm. Yes, let's go with none, so we can pick everything. Lovely. Now, where did I leave Oracle? Oh, and what is the wife watching? Is it Project 168? Is that on telly yet? Should be. It's the one with all the fives in. Where are you? There you go. Oh. Do you know, sometimes my brain frightens me a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not mad or anything. Oh, she's listening to soap. Intriguing. Cousin's Pearl, perhaps? Lifebuoy? Imperial leather? I was always more of an Imperial leather man myself, growing up. Largely, I think. Because of the adverts, really. You know. Posh couple and a butler called Simon. Yes. Who didn't seem to bat an eyelid at their protracted bathing. I'm teasing, Shrike. Of course, I understand what you mean by soap. Soap opera, so named, of course. Ongoing saga that was once paid for mainly through the sponsorship of soap powder in the United States of America on their television. Yes. Yes. Where am I? Oh, I'm playing a video game. Marvelous. What fun. I think I've plotted a course there. Probably.
Ship disengaged. Your way is clear for departure.
Really, Shrike. Well, it was very fascinating. Brief bit of television history there, vis-a-vis the origin of soap, and also my slightly dubious predilection in my teenage years for Imperial leather. There we go. Oh yes, speaking of landing gear retracted, you'll notice, where are we? There, over there. There's a little sort of counter up there now. Which I'm trying to use as a sort of light aversion therapy for me remembering to get me wheels in or out as the context so demands. And this I blame partly on Bognogus. And because he has a similar device for trying to wean him off the word buddy, which I think is working. I'm not sure. I'll have to take that up with him. So have we all been following Project 168 over the past 7 days? What am I about? Oh yes, that's what I'm about. No. Yes. No. Yes. Oh, make your mind up, Jack. No. Right. Jolly good. I was trying to make sense of that emoticon, but I cannot right now. So you'll have to describe it for me. Also, I need to be playing the game rather than watching me playing the game 10 seconds ago. There we go. Oh, it's hard work, this, you know. And yet, Snoop Dogg made it look so easy, didn't he? Bum, bum, bum. Yes, I've been spending an inordinate amount of time in Subnautica, I'm afraid. Frightful amount of time. It's an evil game, Subnautica. There's this sort of slow and steady drip feed of information and unlocks. It does rather hook one in. But I'm on second base now. Yes. Of course, my heart belongs in space. Whew. It's just, you know, Subnautica's sort of set in space. Ish. It's set on a planet in space. Oop. It's phenomenal, MC. Really is. I got it on early access and I played it a little bit. Kept drowning in virtual reality, which is not fun. And I mean, it is fun in VR, but not drowning. And yeah, it's such a strange little cycle of busyness. I've just constructed a base that runs off of poo, right on what I think might be the edge of the world, but I'm not sure. Bom, 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 bom. That's better. I was worried about my plosives there, but I think they're under control. I hope Shrike's access has calmed down a little. It's quite a I was quite surprised at how much sort of story there was to it, and how easily it's told. It's relying on the old saws, really, of audio logs and whatnot. But there's something about the way that one comes across them that. How many meters down? Oh lordy. I don't think I've started yet then. I think my second base is 300 meters down. There's those great lummoxing, I can't remember what they're called now, but the chaps that crawl along the bottom, great big things. I've built a base along their migratory route, which is very handy for fueling the bioreactor. Tune in for Elite and listen to Subnautica chat. Oh, but my word, 1,300 meters. I feel like if you'll excuse the pun. Oh dear. Only scratched the surface. Ah, thumb wrestle. Lovely. Whoops. Oh dear. You're wasting your time. I do like a thumb wrestle though, I must admit. Oh, whoosh. Here we go. So another approach from behind. Oh no, there we go. That'll do handsomely. I think the scariest thing that's happened so far, frankly, to me personally, is the little chaps that latch onto your arm. That pun was very deep, yes. It was, oof. I love the animation for being inside a shelter when it's oh, okay. Hurry back, Shrike. Having some routing issues. We've all been there, haven't we?
Lincoln, Juliet, Alpha, Charlie.
Yes, Bleeders, that's the fellow.
Star System Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down.
I remember just sort of staring at it on my hand, on my arm,
Down on landing pad 1-1.
as it was sucking away and thinking, oh, this is bad. This is very bad. And it didn't occur to me that I should maybe hit the thing. Or rather it did, but it's sort of like, well, I don't have a control for hitting myself. See, there we go. I've not managed to make it onto the Aurora yet.
100 meters from touchdown.
I'm afraid. I've been back there, but I've not quite found access yet. I think I know where the access might be. It's one of those odd things that I haven't built, which is a...
Landing gear not deployed.
Oh dear. Now let's see if this works. Oh dear.
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged. Report to station services for more information, Commander.
Yeah. Let's see how that does.
Maintenance is currently being performed throughout the facility. Please take care when moving through the station.
Right, well, I'll do what I have to do. Ah, I'm J. Cooper. Welcome, sir. Do help yourself to, Ribena. And I think I saw, if you want something a little stronger, some lemon barley water, back at the back of the fridge there. Ooh. That's sold. And the income's going up. Let's have a look. See. Oh, we've maxed out on the titanium. Suppose I should try for some. Oh, Umbongo, yes.
We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause during your visit.
I think in that case we should have a little jaunt to Ngobe, which I fancy is an African name. Don't quote me. Just has that sort of feel. I might look it up later. Oh yes, now what was the... I have to get this out of my brain as well. Arneson Works, that's the bunny. There. Ooh, is it? Is Umbongo still a thing? I think it might be. I know a lot of these drinks don't really go away. I think, despite its slightly unfriendly packaging, I've always had a soft spot for the Capri Sun.
This facility is currently under reconstruction. Despite extensive maintenance, we're still offering a full range of station services. Apologies for any inconvenience.
Ship restraints withdrawn. You are clear to leave.
Right, so let's get them something they actually need. Now, the thing that I really miss is Quattro, of course, which had an advert that made it look more like it was for batteries than a soft drink, mostly.
Reports of heavy traffic. Approach at a safe speed, Commander.
Now, let's see if this has worked. Oh, doesn't look like it has. That's a pity. Maybe I did it in the wrong thing. I'll just see if it's... Sorry about this little bit of admin. That's the thing. It's all there. maybe I should do it in here. I'll try it in here. There. Another. Oh, we'll get back to that in a second. Yes. Ooh. Well, it seems to be going fairly well. We've got 100% on. We've got 100% on.
Clear. Flight control out.
I think 3 or 4 items as I sped through that list just now. So that's good. So let's come up here. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. Also, let's not fly into the sun. There we go. Yep, didn't think so. Ooh. Now, one of the things I want to do when I get to Colonia is have, at silly expense, have my have the Rotten Glud gloved, the Rotten Glud, the Rodden glove shipped out to me. So I can then do some serious colonic exploration. Yes. Now I have the Kiora song stuck in my head, which is one of those funny little things where it's an ad which seemed to upset a lot of people, but I remember as a child thinking it was it's that sort of fine line, isn't it, between visibility and caricature. Yes, I think my rather protracted Subnautica session had a little to do with having Project 168 running in the background, which was largely fine, except for I'm going to embarrass myself by not remembering her name now, but there was a woman doing some leather carving. So every so often, as I was playing Subnautica, I'd hear the sound of hammering, and think, what's this? Is that some great aquatic beast trying to get into me base? And of course, it was her putting in some finishing touches to something or other. Oh. Yeah, steady on. Yes. So how's our weekends going? I trust MC and Freckley have been hard at it in the bedrooms with their decoration. The Gimp's been out for a swim. Shrike, I trust, is returned. Or is still having trouble with his router. What about you, Mr. Cooper? Oh, well done, MC. How much further do you have now? I'm glad to hear, Shrike, that you're back amongst the networked. Oh, lovely. Was it quite a nice weekend for the venting? We had blue skies yesterday. I didn't know what was going on. No. Landing gear thing definitely not working. Oh. Pooh and bum and wee. I'm sorry. Forgive the language. Is it getting easier, MC, as it goes along? I imagine with decorating, one finds a gradual improvement, and then you excuse me, and then you hit a ceiling. Oh, that's good. That's very good. So, I've got a quote in DJ Truthsayer's quotey databank, which is quite nice. So I was watching in guilt as he pranked a fellow streamer with the Jaws theme. So I was trying to work out what the opposite of sharks was, and I decided, they all agreed, so we decided that it was polenta. Polenta is the opposite of sharks. And in it went. Ugh. Excuse me. Oh. Sniffing as much as a Donald Trump in a under a level of scrutiny. Ooh, ease off a little, I think. There we go. Ooh, no, maybe not that much. I think so. Yes. I think we went there via it not being an animal and not being threatening. I think someone said fluffy vegetables, and I thought, well, what's the along those lines? Why not polenta? Let's see if we can improve our accuracy a little on recent attempts. We've been rather setting ourselves a bit of a long final stretch. Looking forward to seeing all of these places post-update. Very keen. But here we are. The joyous thumbtack. Oh, a bit. Try that. There we go. Is that? Yeah, that'll do. Bush.
Lakon, Juliet, Alpha, Charlie. This port is under independent
19.
control. Submit a request before docking. Access permitted. Land on designated pad number 19er.
Here we go. Breaking no laws. It's an almost glide-worthy amount of creaking going on. Pretty sure that's the game and not my chair. Or anything else for that matter. Oh, so close. There we are. Splendid.
Contact confirmed. Clear to disembark. It's
There
good
you
to
go.
have you with us.
Well, it's good to be with us. Thank you. Is it a driver?
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Ooh, that's a point. Search and rescue, hurrah! There you go. And may your gods go with you. And again, that leaves us with an extra ton of superconductor. Deep concentration, MG. What's that? Me landing skills does take a bit of work. I've forgotten what these things are now. Hang on. There we go. Industrial. I can never remember. Terrible. Yeah, I think buy, Jack. I don't think we should sell them just yet. I think we should go back to where we came from. Oh, probably shouldn't say that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh dear. I better comply then.
Your ship is released. You are clear for disembarkation.
Righty, right. Let's have a look, see. There we are.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah. I think we're definitely going to switch to Victor so we can do lots of Vector Victor jokes. Seems the right thing to do, don't you? Don't you agree? Yes. Oh, I did a new pew pew at the start of the show. Don't know if you noticed that. Because I had some slight problems with the last video I shot of pew pew. It's, what do you call it? High, intense. There we go. Hang on. What is it called? Anyway, intense combat zone. High intensity. High intensity. That doesn't seem right to me. It feels wrong in my mouth. But anyway, yes. I was having some mouse trouble when I filmed the first one. It kept popping up this little message, you see. And it was there. And I'm sure, it's not possibly something people would notice, but knowing it's there is the main problem for me. So, oh, blimey. Nearly lost me stick of joy there. That won't do at all.
4, 3, 2, 1.
might, not promising anything, but I might do a stream on Wednesday this week, next week. Thank you, MC.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Zen Archer, welcome aboard, sir. Ooh, good. How is it going? Have you mastered double entry yet?
Frameshift drive charging.
We're just doing some chilled out Oracle runs. Although, you know, slaving away at one station and you're watching the map slowly light up with more and more stations requiring repair does dishearten a little.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, fascinating, yes. Very difficult thing to get right, that.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Politics of, not even politics, just the maths really of
Frameshift drive charging.
strike action. You know, paying one's membership dues.
4, 3, 2,
And going on strike pay. Not, of course, that one doesn't want to, what's the word? One doesn't want to misrepresent unions as being purely about
fuel scooping.
striking for pay, of course.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, I see. Yes. How big the battle chest is, or how long the battle chest is.
3, 2,
Yep. We're still toiling away at the Oracle, but I think the next stream I'm going to be doing something else.
fuel scooping.
Oh, MC, yes, I shall certainly do that. This seems like a safe enough spot.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So, oh dear, yeah. So look, that's the way of it. I think, although it's I think it's taken a while to get going. Repairing starports, damaged starports. Yes, so we had a big old cluster here, and then slowly moving towards the bubble. Did I say slowly? Let's have a look, shall we? That's quite a useful little route they're drawing up, of course, because they can't attack stations that aren't there, can they? Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. Not really noticed that before. Sorry, I'm getting distracted there. Well, yes, I'm going to be hot-footing it there very, very shortly, hopefully. I'm not sure what my what's my route thingy at the moment. 29.71 light years.
Frame shift drive charging.
Oh yes, yes. How close are you to getting back in the saddle, Zen?
4, 3, 2,
As I've been saying for a long time that the bubble was going to burn. But I'm not quite sure how they're going to get that to work.
fuel scooping.
Oh, blow. I'll have to set up a Kickstarter or something.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frame shift drive charging.
Yeah, yes.
4, 3, 2,
It's a shame there isn't a sort of a special effect for people who are just having a bit of a cash flow problem right now, actually.
fuel scooping.
Oh yes, congratulations, M. Curtains, on the elitism.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
My rankings was a little way to go for me yet, I think, on combat there.
Frame shift drive
This isn't a little dangerous benign for no reason, of course.
4, 3, 2, fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frame shift drive charging.
I do like those mini scoops. And not that this is about the money, but this is a slightly more lucrative run, I think.
2,
Here they go. Ooh, now there's a thought.
fuel scooping.
Oh, excuse me. Hang on about. Just get the old keyboard out.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
No, we don't want that one. Yeah, it's the bunny. just giving this a try, you see. I reset it and it worked perfectly. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what that does.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, there we go. Ah, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, so it reset perfectly. Because you have to sort of set it at 0. Because it can't start at 0 unless you do that for some reason. But it doesn't seem to be incrementing. That means going up. Oh la la. Oof, oof, oof. That's better. 18 wheels of steel. I feel like that's a song. Is it a song? That's, well, nearly 3 octopuses. Ah, is it? Marvellous. Yes, I've dipped my toe into the Euro Truck Simulator waters. Lovely. Lovely chill out game, that. I should probably be aiming on the left there, Jack, don't you? I think when you get elite in combat, you should get a telegram from David Braben. OBE. Yes, there's something about MC occasionally plays Euro Truck Simulator. There's something about driving through the rain past service stations. It does something to me. I can tell you. Not a sexy thing, you understand? It's just a sort of a strange little nostalgia for family road trips, I think. But yes, parking, very, very tricky. I can do it sometimes. Oh, really? You get an audience with sort of thing. That's fantastic. Committed as well. It certainly shows where all those paint job pounds are going. D-Burbs train tickets. Oh. Lordy, lordy. This again. Bye. Haha. Bye. Thank you for playing. I think it's UK only, but if you can front up the airfare, I'm sure he doesn't mind popping over with a. That was fun. Here we go. Hopla. Wasn't the most competent of
Lincoln Juliet Alpha Charlie.
exits from Super Cruise, but I'll take it.
Station at a safe speed and give way to larger vessels, Commander. Permission authorized. Set down on landing pad 1-5.
1-5. Like Satan, he travels faster than light. Satan travels faster than light. I didn't know that. Oh, you think you know a devil? He goes and pulls that sort of trick out on you. Oh, Santa. I do apologize. Well, that makes more sense, actually. That's Santa travels backwards in time. That's how he does it. Zen says, is that also why he looks so old? You know, with the grey hair and the grey beard, like an old man. Oh, I do like docking behind other craft. Lovely. I'm doing quite well on wheels tonight. He's stuck there in the past, is he? He becomes younger on Christmas Day, then ages throughout the year. I think
Landing complete. Commence system shutdown.
I think I
Enjoy
had-
your visit, Commander.
I think I had an uncle like that. Yes. Well, it's 10 o'clock. You know what that means? It means on this rather fascinating visit to St. Nicholas, the inner workings of his situation. Oh, hang on. So basically, Santa hasn't delivered any presents since 1960s. Who does deliver the presents then? Perhaps we will never know. Here we go. Right. Well, yes. That pretty much wraps this up for this evening. That delivery. Yes. So, So it only remains for me to thank Commander Shrike. Ooh, electrical skateboard. Who's in there but hiding? Zen Archer. M. Curtains. Frankly Fenn. Jester D as well, who's also hiding. And yes, and of course, Steve Kirby. For making me the man I am today. So, until we meet again, like the man himself says, possibly, I still haven't checked. Fly safe, and I shall see you in the black.
This facility is currently under reconstruction. Despite extensive maintenance, we're still offering a full range of station services.
It's not quite a full range of services, is it?